Yep.
Oh, why turn the music back up? Hold up. Okay, yeah, the music's back up. I was like, because I remember I turned it off last stream. I forgot to turn it back on.
Yeah. Surprise! Be amazed! Don't be scared. My guiding stars.
Oh.
You're exposed.
Not sure if I like that.
Not now.
Yo, Oki, what's up, bro? Okay. Yep. I'm just in case you don't know what I'm doing. I am right now. Oh, that's not. God damn it. Gonna do my dailies and then I'm gonna do a little bit of the story because it's been out for almost 2 weeks now and I haven't started it. Well, I started it, but I never did much with it. I literally watched like the first like 10-minute cutscene there is, and then I stopped. I haven't played since because I just haven't had the time. But now I got time, at least for the next few hours until it gets too hot, and I gotta turn off the laptop. There's.
Grant us your blessing. The night is cold.
Quicker.
So I do want to run out. Still like maybe like a little bit of resin, so I'll probably do like a dungeon or something. Not called dungeons. What are they called? I can't remember what they're called right now. I'm too tired. I just woke up. Domain. That's what they're called. I remembered. Wait. Pfeiffer, wait. Is this Italian? I can't do that because that's insulting to the culture of Italian people. All right, I would never do that unless I had a camera. Then I would do it. Then so you could see it, get the full experience. Okay.
Stars, shine for me. My guiding stars.
Oh, that was had the fight stuff. Damn it! I was so excited. Also, I don't even know what they call Genshin Impact in Italian. Is it like One of those words that you just say the same in every language, but you say it with like your accent, so it sounds different. Also, the reason I haven't said it yet is because I'm working out in my head how I'm going to say it. All right, I'm going to get there. Give me a second. I have you doing Japanese Genshin, but I don't know how it sounds in Japanese.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing.
Well, actually, no, actually, no, I can't because I don't say the name in Japanese. Wait, is there an Italian language? Hold on. Oh, language. No, there's not an Italian. There's not an Italian. No. I thought there would be an Italian one. I guess they're like, Italian people just speak English, so it's fine. What? Also, how have you been, Slifer? I know you like just streamed that, kind of missed it. I just woke up 10 minutes ago. Okay, well, technically 15. I used the bathrooms. All the Japanese I know is Weeb Japanese. So you know how to say konnichiwa? Is that it? And the nani, right? I'm assuming. As in words I picked up. I mean, those are so Japanese words you learn. That's still pretty impressive. I know people think it's like lame to like the comments. Stop it. The only word they use in One Piece 1 billion fucking times.
Surprise! The night is cold.
Deflect!
Flee!
God, I hate you.
My guiding stars.
Yield!
Stefana! Let the magic begin!
Flicker!
Oh, okay, fantastic. I guess maybe Hokage is a word I might know. Is that a
Surprise! The night is cold.
is that a Japanese word?
Do your work!
I just thought it was like a word they used just for the show. Yeah, I mean means darkness.
Not now. Don't be scared.
You just died.
Flicker. A process of elimination.
Flee! We shall prevail! Over here!
Leave that shit, Layla. I did learn Databayo from oh god!
Not now.
From Naruto, because he said it like a lot in the first like 40 something episodes. That was great. Also, I recently learned Boruto.
Cold, mine to command. My guiding stars.
I think it ended. I'm not 100% sure on that one. But as I was looking through the episodes, I noticed a lot of episodes in Boruto are not filler, which is a very huge shock to me. I thought there would be a lot more filler in Boruto, but it's like, I would say maybe like out of almost 300 episodes that are in the anime, there's maybe like 20 that are filler, which is like insane because there is a lot of episodes. Whoop.
Stefana, be amazed!
Here you are.
You're not dead? Oh my god. Everything I've seen about Boruto is stuff that makes it look way worse than OG Naruto. It might be they might be doing Boruto Shippuden. Honestly, that makes sense because from what I've seen about Boruto, like I've only seen like the first 50 episodes, and it is not as good as the first like 50 episodes of the original Naruto show. It's not. But there's some stuff in there that it was interesting. It was like, oh, this is kind of cool. It's like, it just doesn't do what the original Naruto show did, you know, for me, you know, how exciting it was to watch the show, you know? But I think it's, did the anime dad tier list? Oh god, I have to see this. Naruto did not do good. Well, to be fair, he is not a good dad. Though it is not like particularly his fault. I mean, honestly, it feels like the Hokages before him did not run the village as well as we thought, and Naruto's kind of picking up the slack because it seems like he's constantly making clones to just do all types of stuff around the village and also protect the world from another, like, what's her name again, from coming back, like that whole faction of people. Like, he's doing a lot. Yeah. It's a fun video to watch after the stream. It's just like, bro, come on. Like, he really didn't stand a chance. I'm gonna be real honest. Like, after dealing with like the whole ninja war and them like saving the entire ninja world, like, I mean, you know, it's not much he could have done. It was just unlucky, honestly. And I just think it's kind of like unfair because like Hinata understands, right? And even I think his daughter understands to some degree why her dad doesn't always show up to their birthdays, you know? But Boruto is like, nah, this guy, he needs to show my birthday because it's special. And I'm like, you know what he's doing. It's not like he's like intentionally not showing up to your birthday party, or he's like out with like Sasuke having drinks and ramen and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's busy. Like, working to save the village or keeping the village safe and stuff like that. Like, he's doing a lot. Naruto has the excuse of missing out on his son's life. Stop it. Yes, he does. His shadow clones infinite energy. But here's the thing though, he did do shadow clones at one point in time, and something happened and it like poofed in the middle of dinner, and everyone got really well, not everyone, but Hinata understood. But you know, Boruto got really upset about it. And I'm like, bro, come on. You have to understand. You're making no sense right now. Yeah, let me hit this T-book before I. I mean, look, he could have let the Shadow Clone stay there while he went to go to. Okay, why did you not heal me? Heal me, please. Thank you. Like, he could have done that. And I understand, but I'm like, bro, come on. Let Dimension send the Shadow Clone. And also, I think it's the fact that Rota doesn't understand. Oh, I think both his kids don't understand that when he uses Shadow Clones, he can retain the memory.
Give me a moment
Like,
to
any
compose
experience that they
myself.
have, he can retain that shit. Which is like kind of insane, the amount of memories he's pulled in before, like, if you think about it. 'Cause he's probably traveled a lot farther than what we know at this point. How is his brain not destroyed? Let's touch up now. Second. Let's fucking click all over again. Oh god, click was like that. That he would like fast forward through time and he wouldn't remember what everyone else would be like. Yeah, you did this one thing. You're not there. You weren't there. Blah blah blah. But bro, what? What? You know, I kind of.
So you're the blonde traveler that everyone's been talking about. My apologies for.
I kind of slightly hate that movie. Not because I think it's a good movie. It's just like it's so sad.
Pocket?
It didn't start that way.
I guess it's better.
It was such a fun movie. Like, yes, let's fast forward, rewind, and pause and stuff. Like, yeah, this is great. And then it gets real sad real fast, and I'm like, oh no. You made me care, damn it.
What's this? So you also believe in the prophecy. Keep it. I won't have any use for it.
What? You mean you don't believe in the prophecy?
No, I believe in the prophecy. But I also believe in another story. The story says that people once lived in the ocean. They were one with the ocean and couldn't live apart from it. But as time wore on, people desired to live on land and developed blood vessels, encapsulating the sea within their bodies. Thus could people set foot on land. So, if you ask me, when the water rises and takes us all, it'll be like we're going home.
Oh, we hadn't heard that one before. But people can't live underwater. They'll die. You should probably still take it.
All right, I'll take it. I guess I just feel that being dissolved into the water doesn't necessarily mean death.
I remember Ducky did a video once where he was reading funny reviews, and there was a review of Click that was basically a freaking book dissecting the entire movie. I can imagine. Like, I know, like, a lot of people will look at Adam Sandler like, oh, he just makes goofy movies, but like, a lot of his movies are very heartfelt. I would say a good 90% of them are. Like, even though like look at Waterboy. Like, Waterboy is a very funny movie, but you know, I still feel like it has its moments where it's really heartfelt. And Adam Sandler's trash. Whoa. Hold on. Let's okay. Look, I don't think it's trash. All right. I do think he makes some bad movies, yes. But like I said, there's a lot of his movies that are very heartfelt, you know? Well, I should probably explain the water thing real quick. So there's prophecy that the blonde traveler, the main character in the game, hold on, wait. This person, is supposed to come and basically save this place, and she doesn't. The water will keep rising and take everyone back here to the sea. So that's kind of a general explanation of it, but that's basically what's happening right now. Okay, look, I will agree with some of that. That is true. I don't know. I know everyone's like a really huge fan of Billy Madison. I think that's what it was, right? I mean, it was okay. I think it's been so long time since I watched it. I don't remember thoroughly enjoying like how everyone else kind of enjoyed it. You know, was that strange? Because I watched it maybe like 3-4 years ago for the first time. I should probably explain that as well. So there's a lot of movies in my life when I was growing up. I've seen bits and pieces of. Billy Madison was one of them. So I'd never like fully seen the movie. I've only seen like bits and pieces of it. And I don't remember actually finding it really entertaining either when I first watched it when I was a kid. So I watched it, like I said, 3-4 years ago, and I was like, I mean, I can kind of see how some of this could be funny. It just wasn't funny to me. I usually don't quit movies, but I quit Billy Madison. Hey, you didn't see the end of it where he got all cool and outsmarted the guy at the end. Though I think a lot of Adam Sandler movies are like, what's the word? Outdated. Like they were a product of their time, which is why people who watch those movies during that time enjoyed them. But most people don't enjoy them now because, we're different. But those people in there, the best Adam Sandler movie is Grown Ups because it's so bad it's good.
Every journey has its final day.
I did not enjoy Grown Ups. I didn't enjoy that one either. No. I mean, there's some funny bits in it because like it's literally Adam Sandler and all his friends goofing around. So yeah, it's funny. But
Osmanthus wine tastes the
I don't
same as I remember.
Thoroughly enjoying it, and then there was a Grown Ups too, and I was like,
oh
no. Like the first murder mystery he does with what's her name, Jennifer or something. I enjoyed that one. I not enjoyed 2 because it felt like it was doing a lot more. Like it was. I understand usually sequels you're like, oh, you got to go bigger and better, but like, I feel like the first one was really, really good and interesting. The second one was just like, there's too much plot here. I don't really like is how they bully Rob Sanders' character throughout the movie. It's unnecessary. But he can do it. You can do it. That's it. Though to be fair, those movies literally made Rob Snyder who he is. Like he got his own movies because of whatever he did in Adam Sandler movies. Also, Longest Yard, another good Adam Sandler movie. Even though it was a remake, but it was good.
So it is where many things come to settle.
I don't want that thing. Way I see it, if the prophecy's true, it's still gonna be a long time before the water can cover everything. Life is all about living in the moment. What use is there in worrying about the future all the time? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
You should still take it. You never know when it'll come in handy.
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that if I start moving, that means I've already given up on the life I
I
have
believe
now.
Rob Snyder's character in Grown Ups.
I'd really rather not.
That is true. He did do that.
Oh, you already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. So, what did people have to say? I bet you heard some, interesting opinions.
Many were quite stubborn, yes.
Yes, but that will change once disaster strikes. I know they'll change their minds, so it's only right to help them prepare.
Is there anything else you need to do before we leave?
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine. Since we're out and about, I was thinking about bringing him some more materials.
So, you want to collect materials? Just tell us what the materials look like and we'll help. Many hands make light work.
Oh, that would be much appreciated. We'll need some Romaritime flowers. I remember seeing them near the waterfront on the east side of the harbor.
But like, what if I already have enough? Can I just like, oh god damn it. I'm just like fly over there. Oh, it's right here.
It seems we have to use hydro.
Regardless, let's drop Adam Sandler like a piece of trash. Well, what about that one movie? How do these are the flowers. How do I pick them up? Do I have to get them with water? What did Paimon just say? I wasn't paying attention. 51st dates? No, Uncut Gems.
All is accounted for. Let's move out.
I never saw it. But a lot of people said, you know,
Let's move out.
it's a very serious movie, and Adam Sandler does a really good job in it. Because of 51st Dates, he's incredibly sexist and bullying his assistant who works at the zoo. That is true. I do remember that. That's another Adam Sandler movie I watched pretty recently. I thought it was good. Only because he changes who he is. Like, he learns that what he's doing is, like, not great. And he kind of changes throughout the movie. Like, he becomes less of that person that he was in the beginning.
Ready for a rehearsal?
He tricks her, so she gets puked on by a walrus when she's just being helpful. Oh yeah, that did happen, didn't it? Actually, another movie I watched recently was them together. It was God, what was that movie? It had Terry Crews in it. It was really funny. Oh, damn it! I look up now. He might just be an actual dick. You know, you're not wrong. Splendid. That's what it's called. Apparently that movie came out in 2014. I never saw it, but I watched like maybe like 3 months ago. It was pretty funny. Someone's always being bullied in his films, and it's usually by him. I don't remember anyone being particularly bullied in this movie. I do remember the ex-husband being a dick, but the person playing him as a dick, he's like really good at being a dick because he's kind of a jackass in like almost everything he does. But he's really good at playing that role, so I don't mind it.
Let's go. The world is full of lost ballads just waiting to be rediscovered.
It's not kind of rom-coms for Netflix. They were okay. I know none of them. I'm gonna be real. I know he did the Hubby Halloween one with Kenny Thompson, stuff like that. I wanted to watch it. It looked like it could be funny. I just never got around to it.
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced traveler. I've also finished collecting a few here. Maybe next time you'll feel like helping too, Lynette.
No way. I'm in power saving mode today. Otherwise, I fear I may not have any energy left for the performance at the opera house.
Fine. Though the performance is still a long way off. Now that we're finished here, we should get ready to head back to the court of Fontaine.
So, we're going to the court of Fontaine before we head to the opera house? Good. Paimon wants a tour of Fontaine's largest city and try...
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Huh? What's wrong with her? Paimon didn't notice anything.
She's obviously a thief. Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one that won't discover what you're really doing. Watch her movements carefully.
Thief! Cut off her hands!
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps we should split up. You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape route if she tries to run.
Leave it to me.
All right, let's go.
I'm just gonna take the waypoint. Happy Gilmore is probably pretty close to how he is for real, because I mean Happy is a jerk, to be honest. Only reason he isn't the villain is because Shooter Gavin is a bigger jerk. I've never seen Happy Gilmore either.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Leo
I've never seen it.
tourist spots, I have a few references.
Honestly forgot it existed until you just mentioned it, like just now.
This is the spot where Linny wanted us to wait.
She's just chilling there, huh? On the lookout. Never seen Happy Gilmore? Now that is weird. Okay, again, I just explained this. When I was a kid, there would be a lot of times when I would be watching movies and, you know, my guardian would be like, hey, we're going somewhere. I'm like, what? And I would just like have to go, you know, no matter where it was, I would just have to go. Which is probably the most annoying thing in the world. But I understand why people will treat why adults treat kids like that, because when kids are bored, they usually kind of like start breaking shit and doing weird stuff. But I was never that type of kid. But I guess no one understood that about me. Anyway, it's just like I said, like a lot of times like for instance, the Rugrats movie. I'm sure we all remember that movie, right? It took me all weekend to watch that movie. Like it came on like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. When it eventually showed it on TV. So I saw the first 30 minutes on Friday. Well, I saw the beginning of the movie on Friday. I saw the middle of the movie on Saturday and the end of the movie on Sunday. So like I kind of just pieced together what happened basically, because I had seen the entire movie at that point. But it took me a very long time after that to eventually see the whole movie. I had to buy it on VHS to see the whole movie. And it was just like movies like that, where if they didn't play constantly on TV, I would have never seen the whole movie. Because at any point in time, someone would be like, oh, we're going someplace now. Bro, why? I'm finally, like something finally is good on TV. Why are we leaving now? Still though, oh my God. Like I think one of my favorite movies growing up that I actually got to watch from beginning to end almost every time it came on TV, because it came on TV so late, was it was a Jackie Chan movie. It's called Who Am I? It's my favorite Jackie Chan movie of all time. I mean, there are some other good ones he's had, like Run in the Bronx and obviously like Rush Hour, stuff like that. But Who Am I is just, guys, classic. It's so good. I never get tired of watching that movie. And I don't know. I'm just like, I'm just gonna get this real quick. He has some good movies. Yes, he does. Even though he was apparently a very bad father. I did not know that. Can't come up with a single one though. What do you mean? So I was watching a podcast and they asked each other a question. Apparently he's also active in Chinese politics. I did not know that either. So they asked each other a question on this podcast. They said, if you could go back to any point in time in your past and you live like a year in that life, right? When would you go back to, and what would you live, right? Like any point in time during your life that you have lived. Any point in time, any year you have lived, you can relive that year, or wherever age that was, right? And honestly, I was like, none. I don't think I had a single point in time in my childhood where I was like, yeah, I would love to go back and relive that 8-year-old. No, there is not. I don't have, and that's what I realized. Like, I don't have a single good childhood memory. And I was like, I feel like I should have. I feel like every person deserved at least one moment of childhood that's like stands out and it's like, oh yeah, this is great. And I was like, yeah, I don't have that. That sucks, man. Yeah, it didn't occur to me until just then that I just had a terrible childhood. I just never really thought about it. You know, it was just like a point in my life I lived and I kind of moved on from it, basically. Which is kind of, I had to grow up really fast. Like I feel like I never really got to be like the kid, you know. Just trying to explain how I am now. How I like to have like a lot more fun with my life and do things that that interest me. Stop doing what other people want. When you first saw my stream, you get to watch all my streams from when I started streaming. You know, I actually would like to do that for some people. It's like for me, I have like a lot of my old VODs on my VOD channel, so I can always go back and be like, oh man, what did my audio sound like back then? Oh God, it was terrible. Look at the quality. Oh God, like it's so much better now. You know, I can do that with myself because I have that. But like, I can't do that with like any of you guys. None of the people I watch do that or did that. like have like their first couple streams up online where I can go back and like see how it looks, you know, and see how much they've improved. Because like I can say I have tons of old videos on my channel. No, it's different. No, it's different. Okay, look, you have videos from like a year ago. Okay, look, that's not enough. Okay, it's not enough. That's such trash audio. Okay, I didn't see that one. I need to watch that one. All right, I didn't see that one. I'm saying, like, dude, if you look at, like, I was actually rewatching with a friend of mine, because he was like, "Oh man, I wanted to see like what your first reactions to like when you fought like the Remind bosses the first time," and we were watching it and we were just like laughing our asses off at how funny it was. Not just like the bad audio, but like how I just kept dying, and eventually I was just like, all right, let's try another one. Instead of like sticking with the boss and like trying to beat it and learning them, I was like, nah, let's just make an easy one. It's 90 videos. I started uploading them 7 years ago. I mean, I guess it's old enough. Maybe, I don't know. I watch him trying out, you know. Fine. Oh my god. I was joking. They are 10 years old. You know, I also have videos that are over 10 years old. They are MVs. Most of them are pretty bad, pretty trash, but I love them. So most people don't watch like content that old on my channel.
Oh, look! Isn't that her?
You ready to stop her? Time to make the arrest. You're going to jail. Oh, she just turned around and left. Did she realize?
Did she notice us? She started running the other direction. What should we do? Should we chase her?
Our job is to block this path. The rest is up to Lenny.
You're right. She might also be trying to lure us away.
You wait there, but there's no sign of the thief.
Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Lenny caught the thief.
Simply there's no reason to stay here. Let's go find Lenny.
Yeah, let's go.
I feel like we should be staying here. You gotta make her go back down.
Are you sure that's all she took? You should check to make sure you're not missing anything else.
No, that was all. Oh, I can't thank you enough. I didn't notice a thing earlier.
One of the oldest videos is a stop motion movie called Tempest Fuck It. Made it for a school. Oldest videos are 7 parts of a Let's Play, 4 Heroes of Light for the DS. 12 years old. Let me see. The oldest video on my channel. Oh, you do that. Let's see. Oldest video on my channel. Just that turns. Let me try to turn the volume down. I want to actually click something. Also, I think it's kind of crazy how people blow up on YouTube. I've been kind of like in like Reddits and stuff, and looking at people with like 30 videos and they'll have like 1,000 subscribers. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you making? Your content like this amazing? What's happening? And there's lots of stories like that on Reddit of people who have like somewhere between like 30 to 70 videos and they have like 1,000 subscribers. I'm like, wow. Though a lot of them are in like very, very niche markets. Like I think one told a bunch of like Sonic history, you know, and a bunch of stories from the comics and stuff, which is pretty niche. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, 13 years is long. Is the oldest one I have. Yeah. So I have a lot of them from 13 years ago. Because my channel is 13 years old now. And I now have, no, not yet, but I almost have as many videos as I have subscribers now. Yeah, I made it in 2010. Which technically my third channel, yes. I made another channel before, which was, you have 568 videos on your channel, which is also kind of insane to me. You should, I mean, though you have a lot of videos that have like over 1,000 views, which is still pretty good, even if you don't have like a ton of subscribers, you know. No, what do you mean? Haven't you? That's good, dude. I mean, it balance out to subscribers, it's not great, but like the of my videos have like 5 or lower views. That is true. A lot of my videos are the same way as well. But the fact that you do have, I think you have a few dozen that are just like 1,000 views. I'm like, oh, that's cool, dude. I mean, the point is, like, I know like that some people get discouraged from like YouTube and Twitch and just content creation in general when they create something and it's just like, oh, this didn't get watched that much, I should just stop doing it. You know, I'm not getting subscribers, I should stop doing it. No one's watching my Twitch channel, I should just stop doing it, right? And the thing is, like, until they become like your main source of income, of course it's gonna feel like you're wasting your time, right? But like, if you think about it, no one would be subscribing to you if you didn't post. No one would be following you if you didn't do anything. Like you would just not have this part of your life if you just didn't do it, you know? So for me, it makes no sense to just like not do something if it's something I want to try, you know? Like, sure, even if it does, like, even like 5 years from now, if YouTube doesn't go anywhere, or if I'm still streaming in 5 years, you know, and this doesn't go anywhere, right? The fact that I got to meet people I normally wouldn't have never met, and I got to like have friends, like make friends with them and play games with them. Like that shit would have never happened if I wasn't streaming or making videos on YouTube. I would have never met these people. I would have never met my girlfriend if I wasn't streaming, you know? So like stuff like that kind of, it means a lot more to me than most people. Like I don't see that like when I do something, if I don't get instant gratification from it, I don't think, oh, I should just stop doing it. You know, like what harm could it hurt for me to do something in my free time? You know, even if it's not like making a ton of money, why not try it out? Just do it. I'm not doing anything else in my free time besides watching TV and playing video games, right? Also, I don't actually. I'm gonna get your channel real quick, man. No, don't you man that? Don't you that was good? Don't you man? I want to get viewers. Okay, look, I feel the same, but like, sure, I'm like everyone else, right? I want people to watch my stuff. I want people to enjoy it. I fully understand that part of it, right? But at the same time, also, I really hate that I can't just look you up on YouTube so much. Like, damn it. You are like ungoogleable, sir. Like, how is this possible? Okay, look. Okay, I'm gonna be real honest here with you. I've typed in both. Okay. wait, hold on. Does that fix it? Wait, hold on. We'll go back. Wait. Yeah, nothing. I at all. Nothing. I mean, I guess if I put it by like channel or something, I could find you. How do I do that on my phone? Search filters. There we go. Oh. How do I do just channel? Where's that at? Channel, there is. No results found. Oh, what? Hold on. There's channel. No. What is your at Slifer? Also, instead of pulling up Slifer, it pulls up Sleipnir, which is probably the most annoying thing about your name. I really hate it. Has nothing to do with you. It's just the way YouTube sees it. Apparently, it just doesn't pull up this word. I'm looking through channels. I still don't even see you. And that one owner didn't even pop up for me. Wait, why are you so hard to find? You know, you would think that one owner would be so unique as a channel name. I should be able to find you, but like it doesn't even pull you up in channels. Damn it! How do I get you on my phone? Can I look at all my subscribers or something? Subscriptions? Can I do that? Is that possible? No. It's gonna go to Discord. Okay, hold on, wait. You typed in @ okay, hold on. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, that worked. So right here, you have a video, a satisfactory video from 4 weeks ago, 2,000 views. What do you mean? What do you mean? Also, I really do like the satisfactory videos. They're really good. Okay, yeah, I do see some of like videos from like a year ago. They only have like less than like 15 views. Like a lot of your stuff has a lot of views. Okay, we're gonna go really far back. I probably just let these guys talk.
Anyway, I should be going now. Thanks again.
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground. By the time I looked back, she was already gone.
Whoa, hold up here. Hold on a minute now. There's a Kingdom Hearts 0.2 playthrough on here. Okay, we need to watch that. I will be watching that. Absolutely. I'm making a playlist for that right after the stream. All right. I always like watch people's first time playing through that because I didn't record my first time playing through it at the time. My very first views have a lot of views, but that was a different time. I mean, sure, yeah. Some of your a lot of your videos are like kind of like mine. They have like very low views, but every now and then there's like one that has like 100 views, 200 views, 1,000. You know, which is really good. Even if some videos kind of just don't hit, I feel like some of those other videos kind of make up for the ones that don't. Also, I know people don't like this, but like I had to talk about this. Let me play that. The original Final Fantasy VII. I've said this before when I streamed Final Fantasy VII, but I am just not a fan. I understand it's a good game, and I recognize it as a good game, right? But there's something about it that just doesn't click for me. Even though I like the story that's there, something about it just it's like I feel like it's missing something. I don't know what it is. And the thing is, I played older RPGs, like I played Arc the Lad 2, and I fucking love that game. The game's amazing to me. But like Final Fantasy VII, there's just something about it. Like I see it as a good game, but like there's something about it that just I don't have that love for it like everyone else has for it, you know. But to be fair, I also didn't play it in the same time period that everyone else played it. Like I didn't play it till like 2007, you know. And I played it on like my PSP. I used to be a big fan of Star Wars, but then I stopped being a big fan of it. But I see tons of people loving it unconditionally. I'm just like, why? I think Mandalorian is the best Star Wars material we've gotten in like a long time. Like I enjoy that show so much, way more than I did the movies. That probably doesn't make sense, but I don't know why. I just really enjoy that show. I just no longer see the appeal. Though to be fair, Mandalorian doesn't have like a lot of fucking lightsaber stuff, action, stuff like that happening to it. But like, it's just fun to watch, I think. Like I don't know. I still like some of the original movies, you know. Like, you know, like I still like the fight in episode 1. I think is really fun. Episode 3, the fight in episode 3 is really good, and the reveal the Darth Vader is really good. For someone who did not see it was coming, it's really good. I did not see it was coming because I don't know much like Star Wars lore like that. Even though I had previously watched I watched them in a release order when I watched them for the first time, because it was around the time episode 7 was going to come out, and I was like, oh man, I should probably catch up on these other movies that I've never seen before, because my first time viewing them was in Spanish. That's a whole other story. It's a short story. I'll just tell it real quick. I was in Spanish class, and the teacher was like, hey, we're gonna watch movies today, and everyone was like, oh yeah, we're watching movies, and she puts on fucking Star Wars. So so that was my first introduction into Star Wars in Spanish. I was a kid back then, not make connection that Anakin is Darth Vader. Yeah, right. But like, so that reveal is like, whoa, like it blows your fucking mind. So cool. But like, if you're like a smart person and you've read all the shit, so like the reveal of Darth Vader is just like, oh, I saw it coming a mile away. I'm like, well, no one else did, asshole. Plus, they actually show him at the end of episode 6. Like they show like kind of what it looks like. They did a good job making it look similar by the third movie. But like I still never pieced that together because it was just such a long time. Even though like for me, it only been like days. I just like that scene's like 10 seconds. Honestly, it's probably not even that. It's so short. And I rewatched it again with my girlfriend because she wanted to watch all the movies. I was like, yeah, I'll watch them with you. And I saw it. I was like, oh wait, what? Oh my! I saw that, and my mind completely just like dismissed it. Like he's wearing exactly what he wears at the end of that movie in episode 3, and I just like dismissed it. I just blocked it out, I guess. But my introduction to Dragon Ball was in Danish. Like I would have preferred Spanish. Like also, I did enjoy episode 7, even though it was almost like a carbon copy of episode 4. But episode 4 was a good movie, so I didn't mind it. But also, it's pretty good moments with the original characters that in 7 I really enjoyed. The other 2 movies are not anywhere near as good as any of the other movies, honestly. It's like maybe there's moments that are good, I guess, but like even those moments still don't compare to anything that's in any of the other movies, which is sad because a movie that came out in the 60s or 70s is still better than episodes 8 and 9, which is insane to me. Like you guys had the tools to make a better movie and you just didn't do it. You had all these fans supporting you and you were like, how can we fuck this up? What the else can you calm down? Me watching Danish Dragon Ball Z. Oh my god, that must have been so confusing. That's the worst time to be watching it in a different language because everything is new, and they're saying so many new words.
I saw the general direction she went, but Lenny twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he was okay.
Oh, did you get hurt, Lenny?
You watch Yu-Gi-Oh in Danish as well? I mean, yeah, but I feel like that's not as bad because you're technically just watching the cards play out, you know, and like looking at their effects. I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh is pretty easy to understand by just watching their effects, even if you don't understand what they're saying. He's grandpa with Yu-Gi-Oh. You know, it was actually one thing I kind of wanted to happen when I was watching the original Yu-Gi-Oh for the first time was there to be a rematch of Yuki and Kaiba, and like Grandpa got to see it like live, like he was like there cheering Yu-Gi on or something. And when like Kaiba lost, I'm like, yeah, fuck you, kid. Like he would walk around there. It's like look him in the eye. I'm like, fuck you, and like walk like I know that would never happen, but like I needed to. Like, desperately. Nah, Grandpa will get to watch it. Dead. Stop. Stop.
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all. In fact, it's feeling better already.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it. Imagine what would happen if you managed to derail our performance as a result.
You're right. Sorry, Lynette. I have to admit that the thief was even more skilled than I had anticipated. But at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it wasn't a complete failure.
What a slippery
Also,
little thief. Guess things turned out all right
he
in the
died
end,
due to
though.
card-related complications. Stop.
Alright, let's put this little
The doctor who
detour
treated
behind
Yuki's
us.
grandpa.
We should go to the court of Fontaine now.
So, I do have. I did have a question. I can't remember it now. I breathed in that also. Damn it. Oh, actually, no. I remember what I asked you.
Boats are made for
My
transferring
voice.
commodities.
How does it sound? I've
And
changed
those
up
that come across
my
here
sound a
need to stay
lot.
a while.
So
So
if
it
I
is
get
where
close,
many
it sounds
things
very
are.
loud, kind of strange. But I back up a little bit. It sounds kind of normal, right? It's a lot. I mean, I know it's a lot of bass if I get really, really close. So I'm trying like not to get close to it. I changed up a lot. Oh, let me move my mic a little bit. It's kind of strange. Okay, there's. Grandpa, no, I knew those paper cuts would get you eventually. You stop. People don't die from paper cuts
Where do you
like
want to
that
go next?
from cards.
If you'd like to see Liyue's
No one has
tourist
ever died from a
spots,
paper cut from a card.
I
I
have
can
a few references.
I can say that confidently.
So, we ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around. People in Fontaine really know how to use water.
Okay, I'm gonna be real honest here with this cipher. I have never noticed. It is what it is. I have never noticed. I have never ever noticed. Did I watch The Irishman with Robert De Niro? No, I did not. The Irishman, like I wanted to watch it, but in my mind, it felt like such an old movie. Even though like I know it was a new movie, it feels like such an old movie. It feels like one of those movies that I would watch like in passing by. I'm like, oh shit, this looks kind of good, and then I would watch it, you know, because I would like get hooked into it. But like, it didn't, like everything about the movie felt like it should be a really good movie, right? And I should watch it, but I kept watching trailers of it, and just like it looked like it was gonna be like kind of like how Oppenheimer feels to me. Like I know that movie looks like it could be good, but because it's so long, it feels like it's gonna be dragged out. And with me going into a movie where I know it's gonna be no like real action, like for a movie to be like 3 hours, I don't say that there needs to be like superhero shit going on, but there needs to be some action in the movie. Like imagine like Mission Impossible, right? There's action in the movie to push the story forward, right? So, oh yeah, I'll watch that, right? Even if I'm bored with all the talking, at least the action will be like, okay, it gets me invested, right? But Oppenheimer, I feel like would have none of that, right? Except for like maybe like something might blow up or something, they have to stop it, right? But it's not really action to me. That's just like dramatic, or what's the word I'm looking for? Suspense. And suspense doesn't really get me into watching a movie because that's not fun for me to watch if it's just suspenseful. But because they de-age, oh, he is a spitting image of my grandpa. So your grandpa's in a movie? That's awesome. Well, no, I haven't seen the movie. I don't know. What I'm saying, I was giving like an example of like how it could be interesting, you know? I know Oppenheimer is essentially the Manhattan Project, which is them basically making the atomic bomb. So it's just like you basically made a 3-hour documentary of that, you know? And it's hard for me to want to watch that when I know Barbie is actually going to be funny and entertaining. And Oppenheimer is just a 3-hour documentary. You know, it's it's hard for me to pick that over the other one. You know, even if I don't enjoy Barbie as a whole movie, right? I still might find some parts funny, and that to me is entertaining, right? I look at Oppenheimer and I'm like, this movie is going to be dry with almost no humor. It might make me like smirk or even like a haha, and you know, one of those, right? But that's it. And I'm just gonna be watching a 3-hour documentary on this. And I'm like, that does not sound fun, guys. So like I want to see it, but I also don't want to see it. Also, they have so many great actors in that movie. Is the other reason I kind of want to see it. I'm just worried that I'm just not going to enjoy it. And I don't want to sit through 3 hours of a movie I just don't enjoy. 2 hours, I could, if it was 2 hours, like, yeah, I'll watch it. 2 hours, that's something. That extra hour is really what it, like maybe if I'm playing games, I'll just kind of have it going. I'll treat it like One Piece, maybe I'll do that. I'll do that. That might be better. I could probably enjoy it then. That way I'll just, I'll have it going and something catches my eye, I'll just pay attention, That might work. I'll do that. Whenever they get to the digital release, I'll do that. Or it comes to streaming services.
This is an aqua bus. It allows people to travel between several key locations around Fontaine. It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the same. That's why it's better to travel with friends.
See if there is a boring movie I would recommend. It'd probably be a Swedish movie, The 100-Year-Old Man Who Went Out the Window and Disappeared. It's basically a Swedish version of Forrest Gump. So he went to the military at some point in time? It's more of a comedy though? I feel like Forrest Gump is a comedy. How dare you? Actually recently I watched his newest movie, Tom Hanks' newest movie. Some of the humor is fairly Swedish. The recent movie by Tom Hanks, A Man Called Otto, which is, it's one of those movies that reminded me of a time period of movies where everything was kind of dark. And the way it's shot is kind of dark. Like the contrast is darker is what I mean. Like the movie itself has some dark moments. I watched a Swedish man called Stop It. But like at the beginning of the movie is kind of dark, right? There's some stuff going on with him and it's very dark. But like there's a little humor in the beginning parts, in like the first couple minutes of the movie, even though what they're doing is very dark. And it's like, oh, that's okay, that's funny, and then you find out what he's doing, and it's like, oh, okay, this is very dark. Oh God, this took a turn. But like, it was still entertaining to watch, even though, like I said, there's no action or anything like that in this movie. But it's entertaining to watch because I like the character that's Otto in the movie, and I want to see his journey. But like, I'm saying they made me like Otto from the beginning of the movie because they have these moments where he is who he is and he kind of makes you laugh, even though he himself is like a lone person. He's kept to himself, but he has moments where he is funny. He's enjoyable to watch. And I don't think Oppenheimer is going to have that for me. But anyway, back to that movie, the Man Called Otto. The reason why it feels like an older movie is because you ever seen, I want to say a movie, I guarantee you haven't seen it. I think it's called Age of Adeline. It's about a movie. It's about a woman who was supposed to die in a car crash, I think. And something happens to her and she gains the ability to never age. So she has lived from like the 1920s or something like that, and she's never found true love. And then she eventually finds true love in like 100 years later, and a bunch of kind of stuff happens. And I don't want to reveal too much of the movie, but like it's a very different movie by the end, you know. But the whole movie is shot in this kind of very dark looking kind of thing, and Otto, like the man called Otto, kind of feels like that too, where it's just like, this feels like it was shot in like 2013 or something, guys. What is happening? Like I'm saying, it's not bad. It's just like strange. Actually, A Man Called Otto is a remake of a Swedish movie, which is called Un Man Som Heter Ove. That probably sounds really strange. You hear me say that. I apologize for me butchering that. Would translate into A Man Called Otto. They changed Ove, sorry. They changed Ove. It wasn't American enough. Wait, really? Also, you've probably already seen this movie then. Yeah, I really enjoyed that movie. Like I'll probably never watch it again unless someone who has never seen it wants to watch it. But I enjoyed it.
So you mean it's still boring even when I'm writing with you?
No, that's not what I meant. It's just that, well, you don't really talk that much.
Wow. Yeah, the Swedish movie is from 2015 and Tom Hanks movie is from 2022. Oh. That makes sense why it's shot so dark. That's why it felt like a movie from like 2013 or some shit. Because a lot of those movies from like 2013 to 2015 were shot in this very kind of dark, kind of tonish. Like it's like the contrast is like turned down like by like 50 or something, and they made some of the dark colors darker, you know? That might be why it felt like that. I don't like the Swedish one. Do you like the Tom Hanks one? Haven't seen Tom Hanks one? Okay, never mind.
Besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us. It's the same as being at home.
Whatever.
Guess that's what it's like to be an older brother.
It's about time for us to leave. Let's get on board.
Oh shit, Charlotte. We're gonna like recognize her or no?
Huh?
What?
Oh my god, we are.
Paimon!
Charlotte!
So, what's your thing about Genshin sometimes?
I never guessed I'd bump into you while riding the Aquabus.
I didn't press the
In the
button.
story of my life, this is big news.
What's interesting about Genshin sometimes is if you don't do events, you don't see certain characters and stuff like that, right?
What
So
are you doing in Fontaine? I didn't hear anything about you paying us a visit.
what's happening? Oh, I think it's just playing because it's
Quite the coincidence.
I can't stop this.
But as travelers, we're always
But
on
like,
the move. It's not surprising that nobody knew we were coming.
let's say an event come out and you miss it. If you
So we still have no idea how the Hydro Archon knew about us. Oh,
that was kind of strange. If you don't do it,
No need for introductions.
those
Paimon.
characters will show up
I
in
would
another thing,
recognize the
right?
great magician
And they'll be
Lady
like,
as assistant
and
Annette
they'll introduce
anywhere.
themselves as if you never met them, which is kind of
I
cool.
wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't know who they were. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Well, I
I'm
gotta
Charlotte,
go. I was
a
supposed to
reporter
edit a
for the scene.
video. Hey, this was fun. I will try to edit it
Nice
tomorrow.
to meet you. From
I
the
think you will
Steamboat,
enjoy it.
huh?
It's not
We've
satisfactory.
often
It's a separate
relied
project.
on your paper to promote our performance.
Not satisfactory. How dare you? You know what I want to see.
It's an honor to meet you.
Well, anyway, you have a good rest of your
Now that
day.
everyone knows each other,
Enjoy editing your new video. I hope it does well.
Familiar place.
And I'll see you hopefully tomorrow when you stream.
So, what have you been up to lately?
Hopefully I'll be
Charlotte?
awake for it.
Any big news?
any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House. You can still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old topics. For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days.
These stories feel kind of real, and I don't appreciate that. This is supposed to be a game. Looks like I have 20 more build generators to build before I'm close to the next video. But I hope you enjoyed the most recent one. I did.
You're right. Seems you know me pretty well. What I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could shake the country. These smaller stories are a waste of my talents. Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case lately. Well, a series of cases, actually.
You mean the serial disappearances of young women case?
That's right. These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've ever seen. If I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the headline story in the Steambird, oh, when that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of envy. I've already gathered all kinds of materials. I just can't wait for the truth to be revealed.
So, what is the serial disappearances of young women case? You mean the culprit hasn't been found?
That's right. The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years ago. And ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. What the cases have in common is that the girls are all of a similar age, and that they've all vanished without a trace. But the scariest part
Good
is
luck
that
on
to this
getting the
day,
machine, you know.
none of the girls
I
have
did the
ever
hand
been
thing.
found.
I did it.
Many suspects have been
The most
arrested over the
Italian
years in
game.
connection with this case, but shortly
See you,
after each
Slifer.
arrest, another disappearance would always happen. Yes, it's possible. But either way, I believe that every case has some precise truth behind it, waiting to be exposed.
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, the family of those missing girls deserves some sort of explanation. I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear. I'd pay any price to get her back, and then find a way to track down the culprit.
Please don't imagine that, Lenny.
Hey, we're almost there! Look!
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises like this.
Yeah, us as well. The ride went by too quickly.
I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late.
Okay, Hyman hopes we can chat again soon, Charlotte. See ya!
Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the Steambird when you have time.
What a tough job. Always running around and interviewing everyone. Well, where should we go now?
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first? Besides, I still have all the materials we collected.
Sure, we wouldn't mind at all. This city is so huge, Paimon wouldn't know where to start anyway.
Okay. What? This looks like fucking a thing from Aetherytes from 14. I mean, it's a little different, but it looks like it could be one of them.
This is our current abode. Ah, Fremine, you're home. Where did everyone else go? I have some new friends that I would like to introduce.
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
I see. Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. I suppose that can't be helped.
Who's your
Allow me
father?
to introduce you to my little brother, Fremine. He is a phenomenal diver.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. Oh, you sound very proud to have a diver as a brother, Linny.
What a talented family.
Linny, could you come here for a moment?
Hmm? What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me?
That's all right. You go ahead.
Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's nothing. We were just discussing a little housework. Sorry for the interruption. Oh, before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets. Were you able to get any, Fremine?
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials. I was about to give them to you.
That's our Fremine, always quick with the underwater work. All right, I'll take these to the workshop.
I guess it's raining all of a sudden. Oh, you guys not have an umbrella.
Looks like rain.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago? Fontaine's weather sure is weird.
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there are trials being held in the Opera House, but don't worry, it'll clear up soon enough.
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe. It's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where the dragon went, every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain. When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs. Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
Would that Hydro Dragon be the elemental dragon of Fontaine? Another one of the elemental dragons of Tevat? Oh yeah, I forgot they were like... Actually, no, it's different. I think Mondstadt has like 4 elemental beasts or something like that protects it or something like that, right? I have to look it up. I can't remember.
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual. Let Paimon try something. Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
Or Paimon is useless! She's useless! Get her!
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism. Or could at least play along.
I hate you, Paimon. I hate you so much.
Sorry.
You're the worst.
It might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of strangers. It rained for longer than I suspected. Oh, it's already getting late.
Was there something you needed to do, Linny?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. I need to find a way to catch the last aqua bus of the day. On the day of the performance, just ride the aqua bus to the island of Aranius. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House.
Do you mean the Opera Epiclese? Because I want to go there. Sounds good. You go ahead, Lenny.
Oh, are you leaving now?
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. You feel nervous delivering the materials for the magic pockets, is that it? Perhaps we could trouble the Traveler to help us take these materials to the Beaumont workshop and deliver them to the owner there? I'm afraid that Fremine can be quite introverted, and the boss there tends to be pretty talkative. Fremine has always been a little afraid of her.
No trouble at all. Don't worry, we're on the case.
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks. I'll think of a way to make it up to you.
Oh, no need. This will be a walk in the park for us.
Okay, so before I do this, I want to do something. I like the little fountains they got here. This is nice. I got enough for a 10 wish. And it's sad. It just makes me sad. Oh, Ningguang. And Beta.
Every journey has its final.
Do I not have a C6 Ningguang? I thought I had a C6 Ningguang already. I do not. Definitely have C6 Beta.
Don't rush.
Okay.
No two cases.
The Opera Epiclese. So I'm technically not supposed to be here right now. I understand that. But I hear there's a way for me to get up top. So I want to do that. So,
Crumble!
Here?
Brace yourselves.
Okay, I can't climb on this. Okay, okay.
Right!
Here? Nope.
Here we go.
I'm not either. Okay.
This had better be important.
Okay. I'll try a few things.
Quake! Behold! Crumble!
Squall and Fury.
Rise! Behold!
Okay, okay. First step out the way. Okay, okay, we're up here. Okay. We're almost there.
Squall and Fury.
I think I can actually get up here. Okay, let's see. It's kind of far. Can I like zoom in? Full shot? Hold on. It's gotta get all the angles, you know what I'm saying? It's gotta get I gotta get everything. All right. I wish I could get like a little bit up closer, like maybe like a. I should like this, but like I could see like behind him or something. I mean, the camera's just gonna like keep messing it up, you know? Okay. Now we can go to the workshop.
Ready for a rehearsal?
hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
Oh no, we're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are. They're for making... what were they called again?
Ah, these must be for magic pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made several orders worth now.
Do we need to pay?
No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount. But they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run. It seems both their hearts and their pockets are made of gold.
Whoa. So, is Linny actually loaded?
I can't say for sure, but who knows? Maybe there's good money to be made being a magician in Fontaine.
Hey! Is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology, and wasting is a kind of crime.
But where does a big machine like that get its power from?
Well, it's a little complicated. I'm not sure I can put it in layman's terms for you. But basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by Infinikyz. It's a type of energy that's produced from trials.
Huh? How can trials produce energy?
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details myself, but basically, when a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people's belief in justice
That's
and
a long
converts
name.
it into energy to be used all around Fontaine.
So that's what its other function is? Paimon heard that the Oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgments. But Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines?
Well, Venti and Nahida both said that gods rely on belief to obtain power. I don't remember them saying that at all. Am I crazy? Was I not paying attention?
Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of Fontaine, right?
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like it makes sense. Besides Indemnitium, we have another type of energy called Pneumosia. It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind a few words with me.
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the Moar I.O. to Confrérie of Cabriere by next month? Why are you hounding me now?
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait, no, 70%.
What the hell?
Huh? You...
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to leave?
Wait, you're really just gonna like leave her to get like what? Sounds like a usual case of someone on someone else's money. No, this is not. No, this is not how it's done. This is like mob activity.
Hey, hold on. Before you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debts first? If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of Mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation here?
You're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month. Why are you hounding me now?
Huh. That's familiar.
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine.
He is
What
scared.
are the chances?
We're surprised to see you too. What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
We sure seem to have run into a lot of friends today. Fontaine is really a curious place. Also, the last time we ran into him was Inazuma, but Paimon doesn't remember that because of, the stuff that happened in Sumeru. So I guess he didn't. Oh, there's so much stuff. This story has changed because of that. Oh my god.
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring. But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble. Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting now.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting. Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far, right, Traveler?
I think we've already weathered enough storms for now. I don't mind a little excitement every now and then.
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends?
Yes.
Listen to me, boy. If you want your Mora, fine. Why don't you come and take it?
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said,
"Hey, that's way over the line. All right, boys, let's see who has to pay up now."
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients. You're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
It doesn't feel like self-defense. I'm being real honest here.
I'm sure this won't take long.
Okay, so you've hit me. Let's see my. Oh, these are not great stats. Of course they gave him this stupid ass bow. Ugh. This is the worst bow for a child, I think.
You're mine.
Okay, bitch. I wish you guys were all grouped up together.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
What's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait, don't tell me you're...
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank. Got it? Huh?
Now's my chance!
He's still a good fighter. What did you think was going to happen?
Huh. That was weird.
What just happened? Are you feeling all right?
I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe there's something wrong with
They're
my
running
vision?
away?
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
You better not use your delusion too often. I don't have vision, so don't ask me.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? I don't see it's work for Northland Bank.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Huh? What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself. But recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
Maybe you losing control of your vision just now is connected with that power you're feeling inside.
That is a possibility.
So about this power, do you have any idea where it came from?
I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown abyss. It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk. She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques. One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
But what is it? What did you awaken?
She never explained that, but my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive, I felt like I couldn't breathe.
A whale? Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you before, you summoned a huge whale that seemed to leap at us. Is that the one?
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little twisted to Paimon.
I mean, honestly, it's kind of cool. It's very possible that the power inside you is connected to your incident in the abyss.
So why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe she knows the answer.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
Oh, it sounds like some kind of ghost story.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world tend to be elusive like that. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be, so I should get going.
What? More work for the Northland Bank?
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Official champion duelists? You mean it's their job to duel?
That's kind of cool.
Yep. In Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist. The champion duelists are all powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best, and the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point. So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial. And the worst-case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty, from what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death. So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens. Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine. Apparently, the one I'm meeting today, Clorinde, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to face me today.
Well, that's child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before. Chlorand. Huh.
When we met the Hydro Archon. I'm terrible at remembering names.
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have this.
Huh? Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel, so I think I'll be better off without it for now. Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
I'm okay with that.
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
That sneaky guy. He said he's been feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to Paimon. Well, since we don't have much to do for now, we might as well walk around and see the city before Lenny's performance. Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along!
Hey, don't blurt it out, Paimon. The truth is full of mystery for everyone else.
Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all. Whew. Paimon never saw that twist coming. The murder mystery novels here are amazing!
You never thought I'd see the day when Paimon would enjoy reading?
The whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. Both have their merits, but Paimon thinks this style of novels are more, well, novel. It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just reading. You should buy a copy and read it too.
I'm good.
Oh, sorry about that. Paimon will be more careful next time. Hey, shouldn't we be heading to the Opera House to see
The
Lenny's
Opera
performance
Class.
soon? It's almost time for the show to start, so we should get going. Lenny said that the Opera House is on Aranias, so let's go ride the Aquabus.
Yeah, we don't need to do that.
Whoa! Now this is fancy! The Opera Infinikyz. What a place to hold a performance! No wonder Lenny and Lynette were looking forward to it. Huh. Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy child. We pray.
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
I guess if they're our kid, then there's no doubt they'll turn out smart.
Maybe this is one of the customs in Fontaine. There sure are a lot of couples here.
Vache.
Wait, is that the voice again?
What's wrong?
Vache. Vache.
Did you say something, Paimon?
No, Paimon didn't say anything. Are you hearing things?
Strange. Whose voice was that just now?
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water flowing through Fontaine converges here. It's customary for newlyweds to come here and wish for children.
Ah! Lynette! You scared Paimon! When did you get here?
Lenny asked me to wait here for you, remember?
Ah, right.
By the way, Lynette, I seem to hear a faint voice just now.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now.
It seemed as if The voice is coming from the mountain? The fountain?
Hey, you're not trying to scare Paimon, are you? Besides, it's the middle of the day. It's not the time for eerie things.
I see. I might be able to tell you something that could help explain the voice you heard. In fact, you might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element. Others in my family have had similar experiences.
It's because of her sensitivity to the hydro element? But what would hearing a voice have to do with elemental power?
When do you cry, Paimon?
Wait, what? What does that have to do with anything?
That's strange.
Just answer me. When do you cry?
When Paimon's really sad? Oh, and when Paimon's super happy. Oh, and also when Paimon's really, really scared.
Then you should understand that tears contain your most intense emotions. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
That's an interesting explanation. I'm not sure whether I buy it, though.
So, what did the voice say?
They seem to be calling out someone's name.
Huh. If you were hearing their emotions, then Paimon wonders what happened to them.
Rather than worrying about them, we should worry about my brother first. Don't let that calm look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance. So chatting with Linny might help him relax a little before he goes on stage.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Let's go in and see Linny.
Alright, to the Upper Epiclans.
Traveler and Paimon, good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world. We've been looking forward to it.
I can tell, judging by how early you've arrived. But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house. Wait just a moment. I'll fetch the tickets. The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
Ooh, front row seats! Thanks, Linny!
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Hey, Linny! Could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Let's get busy.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Linny.
I probably could have came in from down there. Can I come to these doors? Yeah, see, it's. I knew I could have come. Yeah, okay. I just took the worst way. Is someone sitting over there? Well, I'm sitting down. This is awkward.
Hey, traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still, it's kinda awkward if we don't say anything.
Isn't that usually your job?
Of course you put this on Paimon.
Excuse me, I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry. I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Oh, so you heard all of that, did ya? Boy, you sure have good ears. Paimon thought she was keeping her voice down. Wait, that's not it. Paimon's sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So let's talk, but, what should we talk about?
This is getting even more awkward.
Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Linny's too?
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Oh, so you're not friends with Linny then? Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second. Paimon nearly forgot to make her introduction. Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tevat. And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself. I am...
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
Ah, Mr. Linney. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Wait, Nervillet? Could he be...
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Nervillet is. Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
Whoa! Sorry for being so rude just now. Paimon had no idea you were such an important person.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really. And by the way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to. There's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while now. I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise, she may become flustered.
Notice me. Notice me. Notice me.
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon.
Why'd you say it like that?
She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her act.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
Wow.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
All right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
Yay! The show's finally about to start! Paimon can hardly wait! Paimon's never seen a real live magic show before! Oh! They're dimming the lights! The show must be starting!
Gosh, she's so loud.
Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here is my sister Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Hello, everyone.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
What?
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today. Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough. Oh, and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless.
Curious what type of magic we're gonna see. Ooh.
Huh? But this isn't
At
what
what
you
point
came
is this
for.
called littering?
These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky. Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes. It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do. Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that was pretty good. That was really good.
Whoa! What in the world just happened? How did he do that? Paimon didn't see him do anything. Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
No wonder he's a famous magician.
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
Guess you're right. Paimon couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared. Amazing!
Thank you everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed that performance. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here. The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough, but Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member.
Make Paimon disappear.
If my assistants
Forever.
could bring out
Make
the
Paimon-
magical boxes now. There are 2 boxes and only 2 boxes. One is here and one is there in the aisle among the audience. I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap! Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box. Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow, how's he gonna do this? Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual superpowers?
I'm sure we can spot how he does it.
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector. It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate.
It's gonna pick me.
Now then,
Let's begin. It's gonna pick me, isn't it?
Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations!
Oh.
You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute. Please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box. I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible. You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meropide.
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
All right. Before I enter the magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown? Like this. 60, 59, 58. Just keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh! Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that!
The whole crowd counting together, you couldn't even if you wanted to.
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together. Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59, 58.
60, 59, 58!
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
54, 53, 52? Huh? Why aren't you counting, Neuvillette?
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is. Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the show.
Oh, all right. You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something.
40, 39, 38!
Mr. Linney, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, mid-air right above the audience.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all.
I think it's all a part of the show. come from the stage. Maybe it was just to divert our attention.
Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it.
25, 24, 23.
What's wrong, Mr. Linney? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting?
19, 18, 17.
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown. 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
10.
Almost there now. Whew. Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7.
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5, 4, 3.
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0.
Ta-da!
Oh, this guy. Listen, the music is crazy good right now. What? What? What the fuck?
Huh? Is this part of the show? Mr. Linney, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
What was a
No need
random
to be
number?
alarmed, you
We saw it. How could it be a
We'll
part
get
of
to the
the...
bottom of this soon enough.
Why would he want to kill some random person in the audience? That makes no sense. We serious?
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Linney's magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance. And there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
The serial disappearances case?
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
To pull it off like this in front of an audience, including the Archon and Chief Justice?
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that badly? I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linny, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
Oh, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not? Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
That can't be right. How can Linny do this? He was in the box on the stage the entire time. We could even hear his voice. Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
He's a suspect at most. It's hard to believe all this happened during the show. I can't believe like one girl disappeared and they're like, he did all of the crimes. He did it. All of them. All of them.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Linny and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
Huh? I just think that he... Well, I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
I mean, of course, my dear people. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing. That's right. I mean you, Traveler. You'll support
Hey, whoa.
Linny,
Hey, yo. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
he was the one who helped you the first time we met.
Hey, yo, hold up. I ain't nothing to do with this show. I trust Linny.
Then there's no problem at all. You know, the Traveler and I already had a duel the first time we met. But with Linny's help, our little duel ended in a draw. But draws really are the most boring possible outcome. So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better place
I'm looking at a loser right now.
a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the Opera Epiclese.
Huh? It wasn't a draw. She obviously lost last time.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order. Well, Traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Linny's attorney and defend him in this case?
Oh, I'm a lawyer. Oh, I mean, yeah, sure, yeah. I can do that.
Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth. Linny and his troupe are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big shot outlander can build in such a short amount of time. I'm really quite looking forward to hearing it.
Linny!
Sorry about everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared after witnessing an accident like that?
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. How could this happen? And poor Kel. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, Do you think I could possibly be the murderer?
So here's the thing. We just met you like an hour ago. I mean, that's not enough really time to get to know you, but you seem very genuine. I don't think you're a murderer, but you could be, taking these girls. I mean, I'm just saying, we don't know you. But, it's hard to say.
I understand. Even I'm not sure what happened, so I can only imagine how difficult it is for you to grasp the situation. I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But if you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries, such that all that's left is confusion. I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not, and I don't know why poor Cal was in the box. As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone tampered with my performance, then we need to figure out what they did. Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
So here's the thing. It's not Lenny, and I don't think it is. It's someone who assisted him in his show. Because, who else could take the girl, right? Someone who knows Lenny's magic in and out, who could frame him for it.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been
She didn't put it on
which is possible.
Where did you get this shit from?
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool, huh? Don't worry, Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to my normal self. But with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys. Thanks for that. We'll be counting on you.
Yes, thank you so much.
I won't let you down, but I might, because I'm not very good at cases. Okay.
Yeah, just leave it to us. Oh,
I don't know about that one.
since we're going to start investigating, Paimon has a question first. Where did Lynette go during the performance?
Ah, well, I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians.
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Linny.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence that will be weighted during the trial. 'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it. But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it. We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with the guards, and in the meantime, you can go investigate the stage and the seating areas.
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are still here. Detective Paimon is on the case! Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
We're Lenny and Lynette's attorneys.
Ah, I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if I were you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants, named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troupe long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him. The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cowl inside it.
Why was Cal inside? Wasn't the girl supposed to be in there?
This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap.
That
All
doesn't
these
feel
factors
right.
lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident. If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Linny is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both good friends of his?
Well, you can't say we're good friends, but we've known each other for a little while.
An hour. It's been an hour.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys. I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand. I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence.
People can also be the most reliable evidence.
Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own good. Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
Okay, you use your case record to confirm evidence clue. Okay. Is perception skill to find evidence? You really want me like looking around for stuff? Oh god.
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
See, I told you.
Oh, so, okay, so I can spool this up at any point in time. Okay.
What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What were you saying about the number selector? There's something wrong with it?
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
Linny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine.
Wait, so I can't...
So we had it taken away for further inspection.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time. I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial or some performance. In other words, Linny knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
That's suspicious.
That checks out.
That's not great.
Linny reserved our seats for us too.
Bet you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Linny.
Thanks. Sorry to bother you.
Even though it's bad for Linny's case, Paimon had better write it down. So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall. The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks?
So either Linny didn't realize this was a safety concern, or I'm just looking at the where the rope was snapped.
Whoa. Look! This bit is made from different material! Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left.
It seems to be flammable, like a type of cotton, like a type of flash cotton.
Huh. So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material in it, then that means... Wait! Paimon should write all this down. Let's take notes. Hello there. What are you investigating?
You forget it does that.
This location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troop members are currently considered prime suspects. The investigation team is still collecting evidence. The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list.
Could you tell us who she is? We're Lenny and Lynette's attorneys.
Sure, it's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself. Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show. The Magic Troop members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troop at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between them.
Okay then.
Thanks for letting us know all this.
No need to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to contact us. It is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
Go ahead, have a look around. In the end, we're both after the truth.
Check what all the other boxes. Where's that over here?
I see that you're investigating the area. Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too. If you find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, alright?
We don't have too many thoughts yet.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first? The way I see it. It all started with that loud thud.
The thud? Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Lenny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident has happened, the thud has become an important clue.
That makes sense. So, what do you make of it?
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Lenny's accomplice, Lynette perhaps, jumping atop the water tank or something like that. And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
But wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing.
Then wouldn't the water tank have started to swing a bit in that case?
Oh, that's true. I suppose I must reconsider.
That does remind Paimon, though. What was with that sound?
Looks like an ordinary box too, but oh, god damn it. Looks like an ordinary box, but Lenny somehow moved instantly from the stage to being inside. How did he do it? Can't break it.
Lenny's still talking to the guards. It seems he'll have a lot of explaining to do. I think someone will be assigned to monitor us later, but that's alright.
So I want to finish Act 1 before I end the stream.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here! I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Who is this?
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No? And by the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
Well, you're right on the Moar about that one, but who are you?
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula?
No!
From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it. And I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president. Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
Well, I am the second generation president. Malus and the others are still used to my previous title.
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
No need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of Spina di Rosula anyway.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand.
So you want to investigate as well?
That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely mastermind.
Really? We think so too! That's why we're looking for clues now. But how did you come to that conclusion?
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition.
Because one truth prevails?
Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she? But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the Justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away. Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
You shouldn't. She
No.
seems fishy.
What's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her. All right,
I've answered your question. Now, it's time you answer mine.
Wait a minute! Did that answer count?
Well, I say it does. But don't worry, you won't hear any pointless questions from me. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
Well?
Not always.
And why would that be?
Doing so makes it easy for the truth to fall by the wayside. Sometimes something serious like a trial shouldn't be treated like entertainment.
See, Silver and Maloose? I told you they'd be different.
Most astute of you, demoiselle. I too think that the traveler's response was most excellent. No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact. And if that can be done, boss, then...
All right, that's quite enough, Maloose. Anyway, I like your answer. You passed with flying colors. Now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants.
Wait! Since when did we become assistants?
Oh, well, I can be the assistant, sure. Or your companion, if you like. I'm really not that fussy.
That's more like it.
I think you're missing the point, Paimon.
Far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth. You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
You have a point. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister? And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
I have nothing to add.
Oh, alrighty then.
We'll be making some preparations first. Just be sure to let us know if they start revealing Lenny's tricks. Thanks!
Okay.
This rope, people needed to... This rope was obviously tampered with. People needed to register and reserve a seat for the show. That, combined with this number selector, could allow you to pick a young lady instead of some old fogey. Whoever the murderer was, they must have made preparations well beforehand. Gosh, no wonder the serial disappearances never got solved. We all heard that noise, didn't we? Why would it be him? How strange.
I think there's any other clues we're missing. I mean, I doubt if we're finding anything up here, right? The other clues are probably back behind the stage.
No one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Linny and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case. Were you always guarding this entrance?
Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection. So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on.
What about during the show?
I doubt there was much opportunity then, either.
How can you be so sure,
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time. I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck. But still, I did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave. We Melusines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here. Alright, thank you for your help. This'll be useful info. We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall we? Ooh, things are getting interesting, huh? We're about to see how magic is made.
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower.
What?
Sorry.
Don't you mean answers?
Got a little carried away there.
What?
Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and will be helping investigate this whole situation. And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here? I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back of the door isn't the same.
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice anything.
That's because Paimon's an idiot.
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
There's another box inside this one?
Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box!
And this passage linked the 2 boxes together. Okay.
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
So she wouldn't even see any of this. That's interesting.
Right! You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end!
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh, interesting!
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And, by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who.
And hair.
That's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
Also, your skin tones are very different.
Worked. Wow, every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last!
I could tell a lot of thought was put into this.
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime. Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime, so Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
Oh yeah, I forgot he gave us this.
Whoever the murderer was, why would it be him? God, the performance would not have been visible from where the doors were guarded. If Paimon were on duty, she would have snuck back into the audience seating. Well, there was no chance Paimon could have seen that the box had 2 layers. And that's why only the 2 of them can perform this trick. Digging a tunnel just for a magic trick? Whew, that must have been a lot of work.
Huh. What's this?
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds of odds and ends here.
It might have been tied to the thing so it didn't fall. The water thing, the water case thing.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
Whatever it is, let's make a note of it first.
Is the end of it burned? Doesn't look like it.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
It was for a trick?
Oh, Paimon knows! It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear. And here's a broken vase. Huh. Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Let's note this down too and think about it later.
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right? Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
We didn't mention the guest having a wardrobe change?
Right. And do you really need to do that if you're kidnapping them?
What's up with Paimon's eyes right now?
Ugh, this is so confusing. Paimon doesn't want to be a detective anymore.
Is that a vent? What is that?
What is this place?
It seems someone could fit through here.
Huh. Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, the space would be too narrow.
But there are no other ways in or out of here.
Other than those that could go through the magic boxes, and Lenny and Lynette were in the two magic boxes.
Oh, you're right! Let Paimon write that down. Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Yes. Let's head back up.
I am no closer to solving this mystery. Is this case like in Act 1 or is this in Act 2?
Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. It seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then! You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
It would seem so.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable. No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Linny and Lynette.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear statements from both sides.
The Oratrice too?
That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced. The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice. To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice has its own will, and is a judge in its own right.
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on
Jackie,
the part
what's
of the
up?
Chief Justice. And not that this has ever happened anyway.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the Oratrice as a reference.
So, you kind of came as I'm about to end. I know it's really terrible. I don't have AC right now, and it's getting really, really hot. But I should be back tomorrow, probably at a earlier time, a lot or earlier time than this, if I wake up in time. It's just so hot. I need to just lay down and.
Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice itself.
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides? Paimon thought Neverlet called the shots.
What? God damn it. I already. I want to keep going because this case is really interesting, but it's just so hot. I have to lay down.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment, which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice. Ah, yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
You fixed one problem with it, but there's another problem. There's a leak somewhere, and that's causing it. That's why the other thing broke down, basically, because of the leak that's somewhere in my AC. So he's gonna come by sometime this week to have a look at it, see where we can find the leak at, and it's gonna try and fix it. Hopefully it won't cost too much money, because right now I have no money at all. So hopefully I can get that fixed, and then I'll have AC again. Yay!
Huh? Why?
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case. And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Wait, what?
Whoa, there's no need for that. Paimon thinks they have a point. That said, are they providing food?
It is what it is. I know, and it's terrible.
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards, nor is any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
Now it's not the time to be picky.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too. I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
Huh. Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all.
Paimon. So I will say it's a lot cooler than it was last week. Last week was, God, it was so hot. It was awful. It is a lot cooler this week, so it won't be as bad, which is why I'm still streaming now. Normally it'd be so hot I wouldn't be able to even have my laptop on.
Just kidding. Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks.
do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy some, then we'll simply make some.
Huh? Here? But how?
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
Where are we? What? What's happening?
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Why? Eggs have to be refrigerated.
You two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome snack soon enough.
These three are quite the interesting group.
What is happening? South African swallow, the fuck you mean? Oh, so there's a story there. Hold on. This would be bad. Well, Sniper doesn't play this game, so he would have no spoilers. I was playing another game that Slifer plays, and I was lost. And I was like, he's like, but you said you can't spoil things. So I changed the tag where it's like, hey, you can spoil things. Just tell me what to do. He'll spoil KH4 for you once it's out. Shaking my head. Nah, he would do that to me. He's a nice guy. There's like macaroons.
Oh, it's even better now. Paimon can't stop drooling. From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around, Paimon thought you'd have them do more during the baking process. But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds, everything.
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
They were doing stuff. No, they were doing stuff.
Paimon was just thinking, aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty beating egg whites and baking like this?
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just really enjoy making snacks. Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your macarons will crack. Anyway, give these a try.
I thought they were
Fresh out of the oven.
macaroons.
There's 3 for each of us.
Only 3?
They have faces.
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly about the case on a sugar rush, would you?
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is Demoiselle's favorite, strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the mind and lifts the spirit.
Why don't you take a break as well?
No need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
I like Navia. She better be a 4-star.
All right then. Down to business. As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber. However, we can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack any logical motive.
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
So apart from the twins, what's left with the other two people? Or 2 other people? The missing girl and the deceased.
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel, resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction. Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
Where's my man? You mean Nervalet? I'm sure he's around.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
There's no evidence that this third person even exists.
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person. But the only people left to consider are both technically victims, whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowl.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowl before making her escape?
But she had no way of knowing how the magic trick worked.
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the magic troop's members.
Were we not thorough enough in our search?
You know, now that you say that, I was actually thinking when I was looking at his character, it's just like water Zhongli, like French Zhongli. Like I was actually thinking that. I was looking at his clothes, like, who's the guy not familiar? I don't think I said it when he was on the stream on screen, but I was thinking that.
From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case. Your macarons are amazing though, Navia. They smell great! They're nice and crisp and super sweet!
They are my specialty after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3, honest!
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough.
It's fine. If you ate them, you ate them. Oh, it's fine. Everyone knows how much you love eating. I mean, they don't know. Why would they know that?
Wait, even you don't believe Paimon? How could you? If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach!
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal. Malus, set up the stove again if you would.
Huh? What are you doing?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Oh, there's no need to do that?
Exactly. We don't want to trouble you.
As you wish, demoiselle.
And I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
Well, this really is your hobby, huh?
Well, that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area. I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the 2 of you think the case over again. It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
Wait, I'm gonna be on stage?
For your help and for the snacks.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Malus, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
All right, it's time to put our heads together. We've got to get our defense ready for the trial. Oh, it's probably gonna be a long and difficult case. There's no point in worrying about that now. We just need to prepare. Here, take Paimon's notes. They should help you review the situation. Why would it be and there was no third person? And Paimon didn't eat more than 3 macarons either. We all heard that noise, didn't we? Taking...
Hey, what's the night thing? Oh, wait, the stuff on tunnel I missed?
Whoever the murderer was. This is Paimon doesn't get this.
Alright. I'm gonna have to do this later. I'll do this tomorrow. I am very tired. I'm not tired, I'm just exhausted from this heat.
Where are those who share the memory?
So, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Just want to thank you guys for watching, hanging out with me. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys later.